Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Sun, the Atman, the source of life, because we all are star child, will be in the sign of Taurus from 15th of May till 15th of June. This is a very positive sun because Sun will be 10th from Leo, 10th from its own zodiac sign, 2nd from its exalted zodiac sign, and 8th from its own debilitation sign, which makes the Sun right in the sweet spot where it not only gets the loyalty of the Taurus, stability of the mind, but also gets the blessings from Mahashiva. Chanting Shiva mantra, Ganesh mantra during this time will be exceptionally beautiful for all of us. Let's discuss for each ascendant what this transit has in store for us. But before that, do not forget to subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon, follow me on Instagram for reels. I update a lot of reels almost every day there. Also, my other Shorts channel, which is Sadgama, where I upload short analysis of every transit for astrology under 3 minutes and for astrologers, for people, seekers on the go. Also, you can take my consultations. Please drop me an email. All details are in the description box below. Let's start the ascendant wise analysis. Aries. Now for Aries, Sun rules your 5th house, and this Sun goes in the 2nd house. Sun was exalted in your 1st house, but it was with Rahu, and now Sun is free. Sun is free from the clutches of Rahu. It is in a 2nd house. This gives you the power of speech. This blesses you with the power of humor. You can also have this witty way of saying things. So it is very good for people who are associated with speech related business, maybe dubbing artists, maybe voiceover artists, stand-up comedians, someone who is a journalist, someone who is a prominent speaker. This will force you to speak the truth. This is going to be a Sun transit which will be beneficial to correct the weight-related issue, food-related issue, diet-related issues. Just that the Pitta Tattva in your body can increase during this time. So stay grounded, be careful. Also, when you're speaking, you will have that authoritarian tone which may spoil relationships. So be very watchful of how you speak and how you come across to the people you love, to the people who admire you. You have to appreciate the resources that you have. Sun is going to illuminate the 2nd house. So it is also going to illuminate all the gaps, loopholes, and all the wrong things that is in the 2nd house. Which means if there is any defect, if there are any flaws, that will also get highlighted. So you must have that correcting approach in your life, the approach where you are learning from your experience and then you are correcting it. You will also see that the stomach related issues will go away. Also from the career wise, if I see that the artists, the actors, the theater professionals will see great boost during this time. Now, because it is also the Lord of the 5th house, it is also going to affect you from the child and childbirth related matters of life. You may feel very proud, or a mistake from the child can hurt your sentiments, can hurt your ego also. You just have to keep that ego aside. But this is a good time to balance out your finances. Basically, this is a kind of a transit which quenches your thirst, which gives you the right kind of food for thought. You will be satisfied more during this time, but because of the kingly attitude of Sun, you would want to expand more. So even if you are satisfied for a moment, the very next moment you might feel to expand more. So this expansionist approach should be controlled. Taurus is also a zodiac sign which is the sign of belief system, which is very loyal. So you will also see that your subordinates, your team will support you, and you will get that much needed support during this time. It is a very positive transit, a trine lord in the 2nd house, which also means that the family will be united. And if you are keeping the way you speak, the way your body language says, if you are keeping that in check, then this will bring relations together. Sun also aspects 8th house, so it is going to illuminate, the areas related to inheritance. If you are supposed to get your money back from that is invested, this is a good time to pull out your investments or reinvest somewhere for long term. Focusing on the security of families, focusing on the security of life, focusing on your smile. So smile during this time, that will be the right way to handle the sun transit in Taurus. Taurus. Now for Taurus, sun will make its move in your first house. Sun is basically your fourth lord. That means this is going to bring happiness. This is going to bring peace, harmony, love, affection in your family, but it will also want you to take that control, lead the show. You have to be the sutradhar, the anchor point here. Sun on the first house also gives you great confidence, makes your aura very positive so that you can radiate the shine, the bright shine of the solar energy. This is the right time to be sattvic. Eat food that is supporting the body type that you have. Doing yoga, waking up early in the morning and giving water to sun every day, chanting Aditya Hridaya Stotra, doing Surya Namaskar are some of the ways by which you can welcome the presence of Surya on your ascendant. Chanting Surya Gayatri Mantra will also give you a lot of confidence. The work that were stopped will see some progress. Tensions or stress related to mother's health or the environment at home will also make you more involved, and because you will be involved, you can actually solve the matter. But just that you have to understand that third from the sun is a debilitated Mars. Because Mars is debilitated third from the sun, somewhere there will also be hesitant. There will be hesitation to decide on something. Say you are taking the charge, you are taking the lead because you are supposed to or you have to. But then how to execute will be a question for Taurus ascendant natives, and especially Taurus moon sign natives. In that case, a proper guidance is needed. So see if you can get the guidance from gurus, from mentors, from scriptures. Meditate on the problem. Sometimes you just have to sit in silence with the problem and the answers will come automatically. The ascendant sun not only gives you the strength and makes your personality very vibrant and charming, but also it starts affecting the 7th house. So do not transfer your aspirations, your expectations to the other people around you, especially your business partner or your life partner. Because suddenly the rise in power can affect your mind in a way that you might feel inevitable. This is the time to, be a team leader, but a team leader who works with the team, not for the team. So by using these kind of measures, you will be able to execute the sun transit in a way that will be only uplifting, that will increase your vibration, increase your aura, and will give you a positive outlook in your life. This is a very, very positive transit for Taurus natives. Gemini. Now in case of Gemini, sun rules your third house, and the third lord sun goes in the 12th house. Now 12th house is not a great place for the sun. When the third lord goes in that particular position, you have to be very cautious of your speech, your expression, where you are showing your strength, how you are showing your strength, what is your body language, what does your soft skills say, how are you radiating your personality. Because there is a very high chance that if you don't take care of all these things, you might be at loss. This is also the time when your efforts will be more towards securing your life, fixing the gaps, finding the faults, fighting the enemies. And this is going to be a time when you are trying to be more defensive. So definitely this is not an aggressive transit for you. Now Venus is on your ascendant, but on the end of May, when Venus will join Mars in the 2nd house, then you will see that all the losses and all the difficulties will start converting into assets. It will give you more secured life. But this is a kind of a transit where you will have to give first and then you will get. So be a giver during this time. Also, you will have to be careful with the relationship with the siblings, how you are going to work out your differences. No ego, no sacrifice of self-respect also. Both have to go parallelly. For people who want to visit foreign countries, this is a good time. For people who want to study abroad, there is a possibility, if your horoscope allows, for export and imports of goods and services. Sun transit in the 12th will actually be fruitful for you. But this also means that you will have to apply 200% effort to get 100% result. But that's life. Some days will be good, some days will be even better. So when Sun goes in the 12th house, it might create extra expenses with a hope that you will get the return, but don't invest anything unless you know everything about that investment. Hope will not work here. Sun will also aspect the 6th house, so you will have to heal people around you. You will be asked to involve in matters which are difficult, which are challenging, but then your involvement will also heal the situation and will ultimately benefit you. Let the sun come on your ascendant and you will see the bright side once again. Don't do major work at the night and don't sleep late till the night. You have to maintain the solar cycle. Do most of your activities while sun is in the sky. Cancer ascendant. Now for Cancer, it's a beautiful transit because it is your second lord going in the 11th house. Now when the second lord goes in the 11th house, it fulfills your wishes. It brings families together. It brings extended families come together. Relatives meeting and greeting, you enjoying, there is abundance, and your wishes are getting fulfilled. Your network circle expands, and especially financially, this is going to be a very good transit because the Dhana Bhava Lord, the financial house Lord, sits in the Labh Bhava. That means the house of gains. So it ends up giving you more money. So it's a brilliant time to invest. It's a brilliant time to focus on your true energies. And this transit can act as a counter to a debilitated Mars on your ascendant. So maybe you are feeling weak and maybe you are feeling lethargic and maybe you are not in the right mood, right mindset. But to counter this Mars transit, Sun will come. That means some higher power will intervene. A guide will come, a family member support, a support from your network circle that will help you. Now Mars is going to do its own role, Sun will do its own role. Combine both of them and somehow they neutralize each other. So what it means is that in spite of Sun being in the greatest of the position, you might not actually be able to enjoy much of the Sun. But what this Sun transit will do is it will counter all the negativity of Mars. And if something is not happening extremely positive, extreme negative will also not happen. So you can thank the Sun by showing the gratitude, by giving water to the Sun, by donating food to the needies, and by chanting Aditya Hridaya Stotra, Surya Gayatri Mantra, by chanting Ganesh Atharva Shirsha every morning, waking up before the sunrise and doing most of the activities while sun is in the sky. On the other hand, the sun will also aspect your 5th house. This will increase your productivity, will make your talent become more visible, and through your talent you will become you will be known. You will have that fame. It is a very good time for people who are into social media, people who are into journalism, acting, anywhere where their expression is going to be the theme of their career. With respect to children, this is going to give you some positive news. This is going to be a time where your health will be all right, and just that if you feel alone and lonely, don't take every decision by yourself. Find a contact where you can share, and if you don't have anyone, at least talk to a healer, talk to a psychologist if that is the last option. But don't just sit alone and decide by yourself. This is the time to be with a team. This is the time to come together as a humanity and basically uplift each other. Emotionally, on one side, Mars is going to make you over emotional and sensitive. On the other hand, Sun is going to bring in the relief and comfort and the resources necessary to counter the negative emotion. This may be a roller coaster ride, but a ride worth riding. Wish you all the best, and you can make the best out of that. Leo. For Leo, you are ruled by Sun. And because you are ruled by Sun and Sun will be in the 10th house, it will be a very good time to make a change in your career. This can bring promotion, this can bring appreciation, this can bring designation change, role change, giving you higher power. You will be known in your career, your prestige will improve. People involved in government sector will see positive growth. Especially you will be benefited by government schemes and plans. Also you will if you are trying for government job, you will see some good growth. Maybe your mind will favor you will get more attention and you will be good in your studies. From corporate side also, this is going to make you work really hard. You will be appreciated for your hard work, but this also means that you will have to work harder. Now, what is a drawback in this? Career is good, career gets illuminated, sun becomes powerful, but this is like working in the heat. This is not like immediately you will get any effort, the result. The karma phal will come later on. It's like a farmer trying to crop a field. Now, when the farmer is trying to, sow the crops and sow the seeds and wait for the crops to grow, that seed will not give an immediate result. He is all blood and sweat in the mud, right under the scorching sun. But the thing is, his mehnat, his efforts is going to give his parishram is going to give the right result very soon, but not immediately. So this is the time to plant the seed and wait for the result. But while you are doing this, you cannot forget your family. You cannot forget your comfort. This might take away the comfort of the family and the comfort of the home, but then you also have to give valuable time to your family members, especially respect your mother and father. You might feel that you need to fulfill the dreams of their parents, and that is what you can. But overall, for Leo Ascendant, it's a positive transit. Virgo. For Virgo, Sun rules your 12th house, and this Sun goes in the 9th house. It's a very good time for people who want to travel. So travel and tourism, especially international travel and tourism, people associated with aviation industry, people associated with international studies, international relations, geopolitics relations, external affairs will see great boost, and their presence, their career, their interests will also rise during this time. And even if you're not connected, you will see that your interest will become very prominent in these areas of the world. But this also means that there will be extra expenses. A 12th lord coming in the 9th house, extra expenses, there will be religious travel. You can visit any sun temple, like if you're in India, you can visit Konark temple in Odisha. Visiting there and being in the aura of the temple is very important. When sun is in the 9th house, you can visit Jyotirlinga, and that will give you a lot of power. The blessings of, when the sun comes in the 9th, it is like the life is beaming with the divine light. So exactly this is the time when you can seek the light. Your losses, your sacrifice, which is your dharma right now, will give you positive results. Also, this is the time when you may have to incur, and some extra expense towards your father. So take care of your father's health during this time. Nothing negative, but you just have to be careful. Also, sun aspects the 3rd house, which is your communication, which is the house of your siblings. So you will have to have good and cordial relations, because sometimes the heat of the sun, or because you are troubled, you will not be in the right mindset to communicate properly. So even you have the depth of knowledge, if you can't speak it up, if you can't communicate it properly, things can become bad, because Mercury will be with Rahu at that time in the sign of Aries, which is in the 8th house. Also, a debilitated Mars in the 11th house means that not all wishes will be fulfilled, but you will be more sensitive towards the greater plan, the grand design of life. So read Bhagavad Gita, which is like a grand setup, a grand design for all of us. And focus on Surya Urja, doing Surya Namaskar and chanting 12 Aditya mantras will be extremely helpful for Virgo natives. Libra. Now, in case of Libra, Sun rules your 11th house and the Sun goes in your 8th house. Now, in case of Libra, Sun is basically your gains. Sun is basically the kind of strength that you can carry. Because if you observe this way, Libra is balance. Balance cannot be achieved without proper strength. A weak cannot create balance. For balance, we need strength. And this strength, this sun-like kingly attitude goes into the 8th house. And 8th house is basically surprises, challenges, something that makes you think a lot, something that gives you a lot of data to analyze. So 8th house is that energy that creates speculation, that creates doubts in your mind. And this sun in the 8th house illuminates all these areas of life. So it reveals the secret. It gives you the right guidance to invest your money financially. It brings gain through other people's money. Say you are an investor, you want an investor in someone's for your business. All that will be possible during this time. This is also the time when you can start your business with your spouse, with your in-laws, but you will have to be very careful about how you treat money. Because when Sun is in the 8th house, it might burn the properties of the 8th house. It might create insecurities because of speculation. Now, speculation, why I'm saying? Because it is all in your head. It might not be there in reality, but you will think a lot. It can be a good time for astrologers, healers, people who want to do sadhana, who are into tantra, and who are into research, astrophysics, niche skills, who reads quantum theories and gravitational anomalies, all those niche skills, whether it is reading the crust of the earth or reading about quantum science, quantum field, or thinking about, James Webb telescope, the astronomical field. So for all mundane activity, the sun will be like quite a surprise. So you will have to go day by day. You will have to observe things on a very regular basis, because we cannot just blame the sun. See what's happening on your ascendant. It's Ketu. And then there is a Mars in the 10th house, which is debilitated. And this Mars aspect on the 1st house, Mars aspecting the 5th house, and 5th house being the 10th house from Surya. All this comes into picture to create a lot of dynamic activities in your life, especially in your career. So what I will say is that you prepare for the best, and although the sun will not be negative, but this will allow your gains to create securities in life. So definitely you have to focus more on investments, more on savings, more on protections, more on buying insurance policies, more on the defensive side basically. And if you do that, the sun in the 8th will correct the energies of Mars in the 10th. Fluctuations in the career is possible. This might create a hopeful change in your life. But if you are going through a downfall at this time, hold your ground as much as possible. The sun will bring much needed relief. The way it brings a relief may be different than what you have planned, but you should be hopeful. Scorpio. Now in case of Scorpio, sun is your career lord, and the sun goes in your 7th house. That means somehow you will have a good standing in the people around you. People will know you. They will know you through your own actions, good or bad. This can quickly make you rise and give you fame, but can also create defamation and quickly create a downfall. So be very alert and careful, and you should not play with sentiments of your spouse and business partner. You should be very careful how you approach in your business and how you approach your team. You have to show that you are a team leader. You are not a person who rules by authority, but you are a person who rules the heart, who rules through emotions. See, when sun is in the 7th house, it's like an evening sun. The light is going to go down and it is time to relax. So for you also, when 10th Lord goes in 7th house, this creates a relaxing opportunity in your career. This also means that you might transition from your job to business. But this is the time where any abrupt decision should not be taken. The valuable advice of your spouse will come handy during this time. So You should listen. You should be all listening and less speaking during this time. The valuable advice will also help you grow your personality, grow your business, grow you in totality. Criticism will come. Take criticism in a very constructive manner. Don't feel, if you're saying social media and if you're getting hate during this time, don't feel sad about that. Remember that your ascendant lord is Mars, and Mars is debilitated in the 9th house. So this sun will come as a much needed relief, because this sun directly aspects the ascendant and showers you with a positive and stable energy. This is the time when your career will give you the right direction. If your personal life is hampered, your career will help you survive and help you run the life in the positive direction. Also, if you keep doing your kartavya, if you do keep doing your duty, and if you work in a team, if you seek help, ask for help, you will be in the right direction and you will be in the right position to make decisions in your life. Chant Surya Namaskar, do Surya Namaskar, chant Surya Gayatri Mantra, and also visit Sun Temple. In the evening, you can visit any Hanuman temple and visit the Sandhya Aarti and seek the blessings of Ma Durga during this time. Sagittarius. Now for Sagittarius, Sun is Bhagya Lord, 9th Lord, and this Sun goes in the 6th house. Now Sun moving in the 6th house is definitely a time where you are fighting your enemies, you are winning over your enemies, but this also means that your destiny is to do seva. So serve in whatever way you can, help in whatever way you can, and cut down your prarabdha karma. This will also tell you what your flaws are. If you are sensible person, you will understand that flaw and will try to correct it. But if you fall into the trap of ego, you will end up fighting yourself. You will end up fighting and rejecting your own flaws, which will be a reason for your own setbacks and downfalls. So try to understand. Sun being in the 6th house is king in the battlefield. Sun illuminates the battlefield. It tells you where the enemies are, as if now you know the position of your enemies and you know the problems in your body and you know the problems of life. All you have to do is take the charge and solve it. Jupiter is in the 5th house and Jupiter can help you solve it. Yes, I can understand that Mars is in your 8th house and Mars happens to be your 5th lord, but that only means that at least you can do research. If not action, at least thoughtful decisions can be taken. At least you can plan your life in that direction. Discipline will be extremely important and you will have to take great care of your health, especially anything that can aggravate the pitta, skin related issue, heart related issue during this time. Overall, if you see, Sun in the 6th and Mars in the 8th somehow creates a trap on the 7th house. That means this can affect your marriage negatively if you show ego. This is the time to be very humble and grounded, and this is the time to pray to Ma Bhagavati. Doing Devi Ma Puja, doing Devi Suktam will be extremely helpful for all Sagittarius natives. Remember, Mars, Sun are two very crucial planets because it holds the two parts of the trine, 5th and the 9th house. And when they go in the 6th and 8th, it means you should learn from your circumstances and you should lay low during this time and observe the events in your life, because each event will have its own message and its own teachings. You should be very sensitive to the energy fluctuations. Take healing, follow the path of Ayurveda, alternative medicine, yoga, energy therapies, pranayam, and live a holistic life. Definitely not a time to fight a war, because the enemies can be stronger than you, and in this case you will have to chant Narsimha Kavach if you feel that the enemies are becoming very, very strong. And with enemies I don't mean a person. With enemies I mean a bad habit, a bad energy, or a bad circumstance. Now with Jupiter focused on the trines, you can also go to a temple, visit an ashram and meditate to improve the sun. But ultimately the sun is here to give donations, charity and seva. Keep that in mind. Capricorn. Now for Capricorn, if you observe that Sun rules your 8th house and the Sun goes in your 5th house. Now 8th Lord coming in 5th house brings in great curiosity, your ability to learn, your ability to go into dimensions which are not yet explored, your ability to learn a lot of positive things, especially related to science and spirituality. Fifth house Sun transit also means that it is going to make you a student. Sometimes you can learn through your own difficulties. It will be a favorable time for students who will spend more time in their studies, their memories will increase. And if you are into academics, if your career is into academics, if you are into teaching the UPSC or government services examinations, you will see great boost during this time. You will also be happy with the success and the good acharan of your own children. The way you will give sanskar to your own child will be different during this time. Just that you will have to be more of a friend and you will have to play it with little bit of humor. Sun will also aspect 11th house, which means it is going to give you sudden increase in wealth, sudden chance of gaining income, great business profits, bringing more and more investors. This will also help your spouse's career. Your spouse is also going to gain money. You will also see that the entire family's wealth is gaining. So it's a very beautiful transit for Capricorn ascendant. Just that you will have to be careful about your health, especially related to your stomach. Eat light, eat food that is cooling in nature or according to your own body type. Now, you will also see that while you are gaining money and while you are learning something, it can slightly affect marriage and take away the romance from the marriage, because Mars is debilitated in the 7th, whereas Sun is heating up the 5th house. So maybe the duty, the hard work, the suddenness, the chaos is taking away the charm of marriage, although it's just for a month, but try to see that it doesn't cause any permanent damage. Ego related battles and ego related discussions can certainly hurt someone, and that can stay there for a long time and can give you a scar. Stay away from fire and electrical equipments. Just stay safe, and when you are traveling somewhere, travel light and be careful about your belongings. Aquarius. Now in case of Aquarius, Sun rules your 7th house. So Sun defines your spouse. Sun is your business. Sun is basically everything that you are not. And that Sun goes in the 2nd house. It is a Kendra Lord going into the Kendra Bhava. Well, you can say this is going to be an exceptionally beautiful transit. This can bring in positive changes in marriage. This can bring happiness in marriage, peaceful relations. This can bring many business partners on the table, and any differences can be resolved during this time. This will also make your focus more towards the family and will make you a family-oriented person. But on the other hand, this will have an impact on your career also, because if you're relaxed, if you are enjoying your life, ultimately your career will grow. Because of your cheerful attitude and because of your personality and aura, people will know you as a happy and jovial person. So it's an overall upliftment for you, because Sun, which is your 7th Lord, is in 4th house aspecting the 10th house. So out of 4 Kendra Bhava, 3 are under the aspect of Surya. Although you are a planet or you are an ascendant ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is on your ascendant aspecting the sign of Leo, still the recommendation is that Sun and Saturn will be in trine. Just that you will have to find a balance between what you desire and what you have to do. Sometimes you will have to trade off between your wishes and your responsibilities. And if you can strike that balance, you will see that the Sun transit in Taurus will be an exceptionally beautiful transit for you, helping you buy real estate, helping you buy more properties, helping you figure out ways by which you can manage your assets. Maybe you want to buy something, home, property, real estate, whatever it is. Sun in the 4th house will give you an opportunity to come in coalition with people. Your own network circle will help you. People who are close to your heart will help you. Doing heart chakra meditation, doing the Pankaj Mudra during this time will be extremely helpful. But one thing is, because Sun is in the 4th house, it is, you can say, the midnight sun, which also means that it can lack confidence, or rather say overconfidence can, kill the opportunities that you might get in the future. So don't be overconfident, but yes, it will make you feel good. Also, don't do anything negative in the night. That means watching horror movies, listening to sad music. Just try to absorb the positivity and listen to Madhurashtakam. Pisces. Now in case of Pisces, Sun rules your 6th house. That means Sun is your prarabdha karma. Now that Sun goes in your 3rd house. This is a very positive transit for you. Why? Because 3rd house is abilities and 6th house is prarabdha, duties. When your duty meets your ability, that's a beautiful transit. This can help you gain confidence. This can help you take bold decisions in life. This can help you follow your dharma, because Sun directly aspects your 9th house. This gives enormous amount of courage and you can move mountains. So any bigger task, any task that were impossible can now become possible. This is also the time when you can fight the negativity in your life, detoxify your life, and actually find a good place for yourself, build a new comfort zone for yourself. It's a time when you can win over your enemies, and therefore chanting Hanuman Chalisa during this time will be exceptionally beautiful. But yes, Sun in the 3rd house can sometimes behave like Mars and not like Sun, which means it can behave irrationally, out of anger, out of overconfidence. But the problem is, if you do that, then Saturn, which is in the 12th house, aspecting the 6th house and the 2nd house, can actually crush the energies of the Sun, and this can give a very bad circumstance, a very bad outcome. So as long as you are not overconfident, as long as you are not egoistic, if you're just going in the right flow, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, following the path of dharma, which is righteousness, and taking the name of Prabhu Sri Ram, you will be in the right place at the right time, making things fall just the way they should be. This is a very positive transit for you. Just that you have to take care of your health, especially the health of your bones, your shoulder, your neck, survive the spondylitis if you have. Also take care of your bodily posture, doing Surya Namaskar, a bit of yoga, walking will be exceptionally beautiful during this time. Also, this is the time when humor will come your way. So if you are a comedian, if you are into filmmaking, this is going to be very good for you. You will be able to deliver your words, you will be able to deliver, your expression will be powerful and it will be impactful, and this can create positive impact in people's life. So do something that serves the society.